Coming out first, accompanied by Matt Byron, weighing in at 265 pounds from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, Loker.
Well, it's a match we've been waiting for since the beginning of the show. It's Big Daddy Loker versus Kamikaze Ken Anderson for the number one contendership of the Midwest title. And you want to know something, Lance? I was hoping I wouldn't have to see Byron's ugly mug again, but unfortunately, that goof, that moron, that guy who allegedly has a 155 IQ, yeah, more like 155 divided by 155, if you catch what I'm talking about. Matt Byron.
Well, you know, I really can't say much for Byron's intelligence with one way or another, but he's got Loker on his side, and I like those odds when you got Loker on your side, that's for sure. But
you know, Loker, let's face it, what has Loker?
And his opponent weighing in at 227 pounds from Manitowoc, Wisconsin, Kamikaze Ken Anderson.
Ken Anderson making his way to the ring, the man of divine win, the man who has been all over the Midwest, all over the country. Ken Anderson getting his accolades for food. Food being very instrumental tonight, I must say. And Ken Anderson,
had one of the most unbelievable entrances earlier tonight. Came in on that big truck, big SUV, and the crowd was totally hyped up to see Ken. They hadn't seen Ken in a while, and Ken is leaping right into the fire here, wrestling Loker, that's for sure.
And Loker, he looks like he's ready for him. You know, before, it looked like Big Daddy Loker didn't exactly like the fact that Matt Byron agreed to a match for the number one contendership earlier on. I don't know why Matt Byron did that. I mean, the best that can happen is that Big Daddy Loker keeps his number one contendership.
Well, maybe Byron knows something that we don't.
But, you know, still, that's the best he can do. Only bad things could possibly result from it by getting into this. This was a dumb move.
I gotta say, I'm taking his chair in the commentating thing, and I don't know. Matt might have something up his sleeve. He usually doesn't go into a card game without having a couple aces up his sleeve.
Oh, very well and good, but unless he permanently takes out Ken Anderson, what's the purpose?
You got a point right there. And taking out Ken Anderson, absolutely no one has been able to do it thus far.
Heck, holes in the lung haven't taken out Ken Anderson. What makes Byron think that Loker can? Well, here we start off, and it's tied up, and Ken Anderson fighting Loker. Obviously, Ken Anderson giving up a size and strength advantage to Big Daddy Loker, but of course, Big Daddy Loker giving up the winning, shall we say, a winning habit by attending UW Oshkosh and going to their football team.
Well, I'm not going to try to insult our UW Oshkosh fans.
Well, I nothing against the fans. They have a great baseball team and all that, but their football team, if they get 3 victories in a season, the NCAA investigates them. It's not my... I mean, and that's not to insult Loker. Loker is a fine athlete. Loker was obviously fooled by these guys, bamboozled, and unfortunately has never really recovered.
Well, you always kind of wonder about Loker's mindset insofar as what he does outside the ring. But, man, inside the ring, Ken just found out via shoulder block. Loker knows what he's doing.
Oh, tip up by Ken Anderson. Not impressed with what Big Daddy Loker did to him.
Loker has a very high opinion of himself, but he absolutely cannot overlook Kamikaze Ken. Kamikaze Ken is pretty much the lifeblood of ACW thus far. And
well, Matt Byron himself obviously coined the phrase the franchise. Matt's sorry he did that, but he wasn't sorry at the time. You know, I'm sorry whenever Matt's here, but, you know, we got to put up with, you know, what we have to put up. We all have our crosses to bear. Mine's Matt Byron.
Matt Byron and sorry tend to go together in a lot of different sentences, that's for sure.
Irish whip by Big Daddy Loker. Oh, and Loker just caught him. Looks like going for the Oklahoma Stampede, but Ken pushes him off into the turnbuckle. Ducks the clothesline. Oh! A leg trip by Ken Anderson. And he's wanting to go to work on him.
Loker didn't get the best of that exchange, and that might not suit Loker well. Loker likes to start out strong. He likes to take the match charge right away, and Ken's not allowing him to do that.
Ken taking charge of the crowd, getting the crowd behind him. Ken, perhaps one of the most popular wrestlers to ever have wrestled in the watering hole, perhaps the most popular ACW champion of all time.
Undoubtedly. He
Getting the crowd behind him.
He's going to get the crowd to eat out of his hand. And
Hey,
for
even
Loker,
Odie, when he's drinking beer, is clapping one hand on his leg. He's getting into it too.
That's right.
I know a lot of people don't want me to give accolades to Odie, but he's been cool tonight.
He's been decent.
He's been cool.
We'll see if he vomits, then I might have to change my mind.
Well, everyone has a little too much fun every once in a while. But back to the match. Right now, Loker has a vicious headlock on Ken Anderson. Ken Anderson escapes, puts a hammerlock on him, and gives him a headlock in return of his own.
We're getting to see a good ground game from these two.
A lot of chain wrestling going on, and it's move and counter move. And one thing about Big Daddy Loker, he's not just power, he is a good chain wrestler. He can get the job done in so many ways.
He's got finesse in there, and combined with his power, it makes for a very difficult combination to counter. But Ken has gone through just about every competitor in ACW, and as we said earlier, the only one he hasn't been able to take care of is Loker right there.
And now, a lot of psychology going on, a lot of little slaps and so forth. Sometimes a little slap in the face is a lot more disarming than a punch because it's just basically, I have no respect for you. I am in total and complete disregard with you. You're a punk. Leave me alone.
And what Ken did right there is Loker tried to gain a psychological advantage. Ken reversed it, got the crowd out.
Oh, indeed. It was a great move by Ken Anderson.
One of Ken's strengths is that he can always get the fans on his side. I don't think a lot of people realize if you've got a bunch of people cheering against you, what a hard thing that is to combat.
And, what a clothesline by Loker. Like I said, the man can do so many things. I mean, if the man would have just went to a decent football program, he would have went to say like, I don't know, the Warhawks and UW.
Can't help you out there. I'm not much of a collegiate sports guy.
But anywhere but Oshkosh, and he deserves better. I will say this: he deserves better.
Well, you got to wonder about his choice of opinions, though. I mean, he's with Byron.
That's true. That doesn't exactly help him, now does it? I mean, look, Byron didn't help him tonight.
There's Byron helping him.
There's Byron getting a little trouble for it, and Ken Anderson being clotheslined for a great flip in, and.
Byron might have tried a little bit of razzle-dazzle there, but Loker was right there to just send him to the mat with a devastating clothesline.
Sometimes the ground game is safe ground. It's so important, as Loker just showed. And Loker is showing me something tonight. He might just sneak up behind me and actually put me up in the abomination like Byron, promised. But, it's not that I have anything against Loker. I just wish he'd get away from Byron and, and I think his career would take off.
Before he even ended up with Byron, he was like on the verge of being one of the most popular superstars that we have here in ACW. Then he teams up in Club Elite, and ever since then, he's just been a mean mother.
Boy, he's been mean. He's had titles, but thanks to Club Elite, I think the guy would be capable of titles of his own. But unfortunately, he's made a bad choice here as Ken Anderson fights back. Some jabs by Kamikaze Ken. It goes for the 5 across the eyes. Great modified backbreaker by Big Daddy Loker.
And that's Loker with the power game again, just totally showing Ken.
Whoa, that was close. That was 2 3/4 before Ken Anderson barely got his arm up. I am so glad that Jason Doreen is calling this match instead of any of the Kennedys. I mean, either Raging Rich or Jason Doreen, I don't mind them. But you see a Kennedy in here, you know the match is going to be just all screwed up beyond all recognition.
I'm just going to take some diplomatic silence right there.
Call it. Jamie Kennedy can't count past 3.
He sent me a very nice Christmas card. I'm trying to be in the Christmas spirit.
I'm surprised he has the brains to know what an address is. How much postage to use? This is an interesting move. And I think what a move by Ken Anderson. Goes for the 2 count.
A sunset flip into some kind of power bomb. Small package here.
Ken Anderson going for a lot. What's this? Looks like the Oklahoma roll. It is.
There it is.
Still no 3 count yet.
So hard to call a Ken match because he'll pull so many matches out in such a short amount of time.
Oh, cross body, goes for a cover yet again. Ken Anderson keeping Big Daddy Loker on the defensive, and it's so hard to kick out of those covers. And but Loker, the power of Big Daddy Loker, can just take over right away.
Ken gets an army of offense in, and all it takes is one clothesline, and Ken is back down on the mat.
And now, you see, this is what I'm talking about. He's getting it. You see Byron talking to him? He's getting advice from Byron. I mean, Matt Byron tells me something. I do the exact opposite thing.
It's hard to think of what Loker is thinking of.
I think he's trying to wreck the family jewels, it looks like. Oh, my word. Oh, Ken's cup holds. Nice.
It looks like Loker wants to try to get to the top turnbuckle.
Looks like he's going for the superplex, and I know this man can do it too. And oh yeah, here we go.
It should be interesting to see if he can pull it off.
If he can pop the superplex, it's pretty much over. And I've seen him do abominations.
There it is.
And both men are hurting, but Kamikaze Ken got the worst of it.
But he gets out.
2 and 9/10.
Ken just got that right shoulder up in the nick of time.
And Byron's all hot to try. Wow.
What's new?
You know what I mean. I can't believe I used the word hot and Matt Byron in the same sentence. I apologize.
You've just made history right there. History right here on ACW home video. Hot and Matt Byron in the same sentence. Looks like he's going to try that superplex again.
It looks that way. Might be going to the well once too often. Here we go. Oh, playing to the crowd. Getting a couple cheap shots. Ken Anderson having nothing to do with it, knowing that the number one contendership is at stake and fighting back. Oh, and down goes Loker.
And Ken definitely doesn't have a problem going off the top rope when he wants some offense.
Ken does a lot of top rope maneuvers, including this beautiful missile drop kick.
Ken, unfortunately, in too much pain to really capitalize on it. He's got to roll over on his other side, get to that cover.
Both men are hurting. This match is going to go to the person who can suck it up. The man who can get up first. The man who can mount some offense and mount a final maneuver to down his man. Both men are hurting. Ken Anderson showing some movement. So is Big Daddy Loker.
Now Ken's got the fans behind him, and that can make a lot of difference, but it looks like Loker is getting up first.
And the fans are going wild here at the watering hole. Great block by Ken Anderson. 5 across the eyes.
Oh. There's Ken in that flurry of offense again.
And Ken going for, an enziguri kick by Kamikaze Ken Anderson as he grabs Big Daddy Loker.
Uh-oh, this could be the Kenton bomb right here.
Puts the mark of the beast on him. Goes to the top rope. He's taking a lot of time. This could backfire on Ken Anderson.
The damage he took throughout the match is catching up to him.
He's on top. Oh!
Loker blocked that. Very good scouting on the part of Big Daddy Loker. Oh!
Again, Kamikaze Ken Anderson just gets his shoulder up and just in a whisker of time.
You got to think something like that on Ken's part. That's instinct. That's him knowing that three's coming down, lifting that shoulder up instinctively. I think right now Ken is probably almost down to just adrenaline at this point.
And Loker going right back to work. And he's going right back up, planning Ken Anderson on the top rope. Could be going for that superplex yet again.
It almost looks like Loker doesn't want to just beat Ken. He wants to humiliate Ken. He wants to take Ken out of the sport.
You know, a good way to do it is by doing those superplexes. I'll take the starch out of you in a hurry.
Here we go. Ken again might...
looks like a monkey flip. Wait a minute. No, this looks like something different.
Another power bomb.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
A modified monkey flip bomb from the top rope, and Loker is able to roll out of it.
Both of these guys have just shown incredible tenacity coming back from what should have been easy threes.
Anderson off the ropes, and domination by Big Daddy Loker. That has to be it.
He threw that out of nowhere. The offense going his way.
But
Loker turned it around.
Loker's slow to capitalize. Ken Anderson's by the ropes now.
Oh, there you go.
And the foot's by the ropes. Great ring presence by Ken Anderson. Decided to roll next to the ropes. Why expend energy on kicking out where you can just put your foot on top of the ropes? Kudos to Ken Anderson.
And apparently Loker didn't hear that wasn't a three. He seems to think he's won.
Well, yeah, I mean, he didn't hear a bell yet, and right now,
Yeah, he's asking Doreen to raise his hand. He didn't get the 3 there.
and he better watch out. Byron's trying to get Loker's attention as Ken's getting up here.
Yeah, Loker's got to get back in focus. You didn't get that. You didn't get that 3. Get right back on your opponent.
Ken ducks a clothesline. Oh, it's a DDT, and Ken seems to have his second win now. Ken a lot quicker to get up to the top rope.
That's what he's going to need to do. He's going to need to have that Kenton and do it quick.
Oh, he nails the Kenton bomb, but Jason Doreen's having a conversation with Matt Byron.
Matt knows his man is down.
Why would Jason Doreen have a conversation with Matt Byron? I'm forced to do it, but if you're not have an option, why do it?
That's hard to say. I think Ken might want to ask Jason Doreen the exact same thing.
Oh, he misses, and oh no, it looks like the abomination yet again. Oh, he nails him with it. This has to be it.
And it is
the 3 count.
Loker. I'd have to say Loker coming up huge there. Ken had the fans on his side. Ken had the momentum, but 2 abominations.
Oh, and now Matt Byron has to go and point at me and say, I told you. Yeah. As my chemistry teacher in high school would say, even a blind sow finds an acorn once in a while. Congratulations, Byron.
Well, you have to say, even though you don't like the guy, Byron was pretty instrumental in that happening. Ken had that Kenton bomb. Loker was down for 5 count, 6 count, 7 count. Byron kept the ref distracted, got enough.
Where the heck does, I didn't know that Goodwill sells berets like that,
I didn't think they'd accept berets, but apparently Matt found one.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a raspberry beret, the kind you find in a secondhand store.
Yeah, Matt Byron is a prince, that's for sure.
What is, Byron's doing something that's more along the lines of Angelo Stefano. And the thing is, at least I can stand Angelo Stefano.
Well, I gotta say, Ken's up. Byron better watch out or he'll become Marshmallow Fluff.
And I think that Marshmallow Fluff or Bolshez. I think he's more like Bolshez myself.
Well, Ken seems to think so. Looks like Ken's got him square in his sights.
You know what's great about this? Byron has no idea what's about to happen, and I am loving this.
You're surprised Matt Byron doesn't have an idea about something?
Well, he doesn't have a clue. That's not unusual. Flipping off the crowd. Yes, Matt, it sucks to be you once again.
Ken is going to enjoy this.
Oh, poor Matt. Oh, my God. Talk about Mattitude, huh? This is what you call a Mattitude adjustment, McMahon, and I'm loving it.
Well, Ken looks like Ken's going to lay the Kenton on Matt Byron.
Well, Byron's about to find the unfriendly skies, and there you go. See, Matt? Man, that hurts, doesn't it? Good. Now he knows what my ears feel like when he starts talking.
Well, that's Wrestling 101. Managers should not lay smackdown on wrestlers that can kick their ass 7 times around the ring. That's for sure.
That's for sure. I think you called that one right as it is, Lance. And we'll be right back.